Hello everyone, my name is Stuart. I'm a curator with the New York State Office of General Services, and I'm speaking to you here from the Hall of Governors in the New York State Capitol. I'm surrounded by portraits of 53 former governors of New York. However, I'm going to talk about where many of these former governors lived while they were serving as governor, the New York State Executive Mansion. Once surrounded by fields and orchards, the mansion is now almost swallowed up by the city of Albany. It sits modestly on a hill only a block away from the New York State Museum. You can actually view the grounds from the observation deck of the Corning Tower. Originally built in 1856 in a simple Italianate style, over the years it has been changed several times. In the 1860s, it was converted to a French Empire style, and in the 1880s, it acquired today's appearance in a Queen Anne style. In 1874, Governor-elect Samuel Tilden rented the house for $9,000 a year. At that time, New York State governors had no official residence. However, 3 years later, by the urging of Governor Lucius Robinson, the home was officially acquired by the state for $45,000. The price included not only the home and grounds, but also the furnishing, carpets, glasswares, cooking utensils, statuary, and even the books in the bookcases. The first floor has large rooms that open up to a central living hall with a staircase and hearth. In the main hall, the Renaissance Revival chairs and settee date from 1870. These in the mirror above the mantel appear in an early photo and were probably in the mansion when it was purchased by the state. The mansion is a perfect setting for large gatherings. One of the first was in 1875 when Governor Tilden gave a reception for poet and newspaper editor William Cullen Bryant. The New York Times described the scene as complete with glittering uniforms of military officers, ladies' costumes that were sumptuous in the extreme, and even a display of diamonds. In 1899, Theodore Roosevelt moved to the mansion, bringing his lively family of 6 children and an assorted menagerie of pets. It is said that the Roosevelts thought the mansion looked like a haunted house. During his stay, he converted the 3rd floor to a gymnasium for his sons. His children enjoyed games, taking care of their pets, and even snowball fights in the winter. The breakfast room is a less formal dining room. It was once part of the porch and has been used as a billiard room as well as a conservatory in the past. But in 1917, it was converted into the breakfast room by Governor Charles Whitman. The purpose of this room has changed over the years. Once a parlor during Governor Tilden's term, the chair in the foreground is still in the mansion. Governor Grover Cleveland used it as an office. This room was added to the house in the 1886 renovation. Short for withdrawing room, a host would entertain guests with music, poetry, games, and conversation. Governors traditionally take their oath of office in front of the fireplace. The New York State Constitution calls for the governor to assume office before midnight on New Year's Eve so that his term starts with the new year. Theodore Roosevelt wasn't the only Roosevelt to use the mansion for physical fitness while serving as governor. His cousin, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who suffered from polio, had an indoor heated pool constructed and ready for use in 1929 to assist with treating his paralysis and numbness in his legs. FDR's rigorous swimming therapy not only helped him to remain physically fit, but also gave him the energetic appearance that he was famous for. In fact, he enjoyed the therapy pool so much that he was known to give newspaper interviews during these frequent swims. On the early morning of March 3, 1961, during Governor Nelson Rockefeller's first term, an electrical issue started a fire. The governor, first lady, and 3 staff members who lived in the house at the time escaped by going out on the roof of the breakfast room. Governor Rockefeller decided to restore the old house, stating, "There is a great tradition in the mansion on Eagle Street. Many great Americans have lived there. Many important events in the history of our state have taken place there." During Governor Mario Cuomo's tenure, First Lady Matilda Cuomo founded the Executive Mansion Preservation Society as a means to restore and renovate the house through private donations. Serving as an example to all New York homeowners, The Greening the Mansion program was initiated in 2007 as an ongoing project to reduce energy usage, transition the building to clean renewable resources, and develop sustainable practices in maintaining the grounds and operations. You will also find locally grown New York State food items, preferably organic, on the Mansion's menu whenever possible. When Governor Andrew Cuomo took office on January 1st, 2011, he became our state's 56th governor and the 32nd governor to either live in this historic house or use it for official functions. His office is located on the second floor, and as with many governors before him, he has made the space his own, along with other areas on the second and third floor, areas where his family can gather and recharge. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Virtual Visit, the Executive Mansion.